Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I will be starting in just one moment. We have Texas GT, we have Johnny Cook Jr., what's going on bro, Psycho Ghost Trackers in the house, Rosie Darkstorm, TJ Smith, Cynthia Downs, 8-Bit Reactor, what's going on brother, good to see you, Rosie Darkstorm, sharing Ricky's vlogs, what's going on, Jeanette Moore, Erica Garcia, how's everybody doing tonight, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, a 25-foot shark. Alright, I'll be starting here in just about 1 minute. Welcome to the show, everybody. Guys, remember to share this out, tweet this out on Facebook and on Twitter. Yeah, what's going on, everybody in the chat? Good to see everybody. Weather's doing a lot better today, guys. Just really cold here. It actually snowed just to the north of here a little bit, which is not usual. It's about 36 degrees outside right now. Dark Paranormal Hunter is in the house. What is going on, guys? Make sure you share this out on social media and let people know that this stream is live, and we will be getting started here in just 1 second. I'm trying to make sure everything's working properly for the show, and I think it is. So, seeing no interruptions and no issues, which is always a positive thing here on HSFL Paranormal. Good to see you, Psycho Ghost Trackers. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Guys, go check each other's channels out. Yep, snow here. Nice. Awesome. You got snow, Cynthia? That's awesome. Nice, TJ. Cool. Yeah, guys, go support each other's channels out. Make sure you go and subscribe and check one another out. There's a lot of great creators here. Awesome. Thank you, Psycho Ghost Trackers. Alright. Hey, Earth Angel, what's going on? Oh, went to that house to pick up a freezer. Oh, awesome. Alrighty guys, we're getting locked in here real quick. Got everything running efficiently, so it looks all good. Animation's going up correctly. Hey, Psycho Ghost Tracker shared this video out on his community post, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Cryptid559 is in the house. What is up, Cryptid559? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Alright. Yes, I got a haircut today. Yeah, somebody noticed. Yeah, I got a haircut today. Listening and driving, I'll share this out when I get to work. Awesome, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright, guys. I'm just gonna spend a few moments shouting people out, saying, hey, what's kicking? There's the Sharpshooter, the Man Fam, the in the house. What's going on, Sharpshooter? The house that we spoke about. Wanted to ask. Which house were you referring to, Texas GT, again? Oh, thank you so much, Sharpshooter. I really appreciate it. Nice. I'm glad you like it, Earth Angel. Awesome. Sharing Ricky's vlogs. Share this for Facebook and Twitter. Wouldn't let me, but my internet is bad. Oh, okay. No problem. Thank you so much for the effort. I really appreciate it. Oh, wow. Okay. Actually, this is the wrong setup for tonight. This is actually the wrong banners for the wrong thumbnail. I could quickly change that real quick. Let's see here. Yep, it's supposed to be this one. And it's not wanting to show up. Why? Ooh. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, well, it's the wrong... Don't know what this is going to right now. Interesting. Oh, shoot. Okay, I know what's happening here. Because I clicked on the wrong banner thing. Hey, what's going on, 8-Bet? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make sure everything's working perfectly. I'll try to get it changed, but I actually have the wrong banner up, so for the wrong thumbnail. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out this whole thing here. Apparently, I didn't catch this when I was setting this all up, so doing it kind of fast right now. There we go. Hey, Nicholas Adams, what's going on? Hey, sorry guys. You broke me. Can't stop. Sorry, what did I break? I'm so sorry. Did I mess anything up? It does look like you got your ears lowered, John. Looking good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's the other banner. Okay. There we go. There we go. We got the banners all correctly now. Oh my gosh. Hey, was just nodding. John just in was nodding there. I was nodding. I was not nodding on here. I was actually fixing my banners because my banners were not the correct one for the correct thumbnail. But now I am happy that it's all set in stone and everything's working correctly. All right. Can't stop. Just watching your stream and Full Metal Jacket. Well, I'm glad that you're multitasking there. That's an awesome movie. That's what made me lose it. Oh, stop laughing. Oh, gotcha. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining, guys. 18 people watching, guys. Remember to share this out on Facebook and on Twitter. This is awesome that you guys continuously come by and show your support. That is called love and respect. I really appreciate it, guys. All right. Hold on. There we go. Hey, I'm going to be a lurker, having phone issues. Okay, Gino's Bizarre Ghost, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it, guys. Sorry, I was whining on you earlier. Oh, no, it's fine. It was funny. So now we got the chat going up on the side. It should be pretty clear and legible. Got the camera working properly. So, how is the sound? Is this too loud or too soft? Let me know in the comment section. Trying to make sure everything's working perfectly. Let's see. Thank you so much, Sharpshooter. Hey, Kyoko Rock Fams. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Ears Lord. I can't. I have to say that next time somebody gets a haircut. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Alright, you guys. Sound is good? Okay, good. I'm glad that's working properly. I'm just trying some new things on here because I'm still like OBS stupid when it comes to setting all this stuff up, and I have to rework at things and try to get this soft on my end. Okay, I can up the volume a little bit just to make sure it's working. I'm gonna try to do it without making it too loud, you guys. But glad I can make you laugh. Okay, I upped it a little bit. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Just let me know. Okay, awesome. So we're gonna get in. Sounds great. By the way, your haircut looks nice, very clean. Thank you so much, Gina. I really appreciate it. Yep, got the whole haircut down. My hair was looking a little moppy the last few days, guys, so I decided that I needed a fresh new haircut and needed to look a little better for work. My hair was getting like starting to get below my ears and it was getting irritating. And Cryptid, is it too loud or is this good? I'm just trying to make sure so I'm not busting any eardrums. I was trying to make sure the music was working properly with everything. So awesome. Sweet. I'm glad that people are throwing that up. Guys, please, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel and you want to ring that bell just in case you don't, and just in case you miss anything. And you can always go back and rewatch it if you don't have time to watch. Guys, I do have a new format for my descriptions on all my new videos. This is going to be basically what it says. It's going to tell me, and it's going to tell everybody in this video, I will be telling this or doing that. And basically for this one, I'll be telling scary ghost stories late at night in Central California. These stories are from scary stories for kids. Most of these stories are anything but kid friendly. In fact, many of these stories are scary and terrifying. I hope you enjoy this late night stream. Join the chat and join the chat for the stories and locations that we go to. If you're enjoying this stream, please remember this on. Please remember to share this on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks, much love. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like this stream and also to smash that. I'm so excited. I've had a little bit too much coffee, guys. If you like this video, please do not forget to like this stream and also smash that like button. I don't want you to miss a thing. I'm trying to understand, explore, and search for one of the world's greatest mysteries, the paranormal field. I do it through investigating with my equipment, researching, and hearing other stories. And then I have links for all my stuff, and I have a list of all my patrons now on my new comment section. So, thank you, Gussie Waltz. I really appreciate it. Yeah, horror movies freak you out. Hey, look, a new subscriber. Awesome. Let's see, it should show you up right here. Yay, Anita Am Wheeler. What? I thought you were subscribed to my channel already. Alright, well, thank you so much, Anita. I really appreciate it. So I do have a new description, and it has all of my new patrons. So if you want to become a patron, I will definitely make sure that Hey, Funko Nerd Shark's in the house. Keith Gregory's in the house. Thank you so much. Hey, Mary, what's going on? Good to see you. Awesome. Much love, you guys. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. So, yeah. So, I have the new format. I've been restructuring my channel again and finding new ways of gaining some support, and learned it from the pros here on YouTube, and they told me how to format my streams from now on, and it looks a lot more professional, and I have all my links up. So guys, if you want to become a patron and you want to have your stuff linked on every video, guys, join me on Patreon. I will put your name in my descriptions on every single video. It costs as low as $1.99 to become a sponsor for my channel, and I would greatly appreciate if you did. And let's see, my current patron list, guys, I'm going to read it right now. We've had some new ones. A gentleman named Jeff Watson has joined $5. Heidi has joined $5. Let's see, we have Katherine, we have Native Grammy, Creators Alliance, Hermanthegreat, Chris the Ghost Hunter, The Sharpshooter, Jen's Journeys, Broken Angel, and Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam. So those are a list of all of my new current patrons. Funko Nerd Shark, I am doing very good, brother. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Taking a Java break. I hear you. Hey, thinking of others. I just added the hit button. Blindo and Anita sent me over. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, thinking of others, if you have not subscribed to my channel before, please consider doing so. And if anybody who has been a regular here, and if you have not shared this out on Facebook and Twitter, if you could do that, that would benefit me and everybody here, and support one another in the chat. That would be awesome, guys. Please make sure you support one another. And just don't ask for any likes. 22 and no likes? What is going on? No, I have the likes and dislikes turned off for obvious reasons. There's been a little bit of a trolling issue lately, so I just didn't want to give them that little extra boost. And just to that, pinkies up, bitches. Oh, your best friend is the Sharpshooter. Awesome. Thinking of others, I really appreciate it. But so we're gonna get continued with this stream. It is 11:16 here in California, and it is 2:16 on the East Coast. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Citizen Z. Yep. All right, you're back. Awesome sauce. That's awesome, Psycho Ghost Trackers. I really appreciate it. And did I just see you go live, Psycho Ghost Trackers, for like the 5th time today, man? You're on a roll. Holy smokes, man. Alright. Just because I have the likes and dislikes turned off where you can't see the numbers doesn't mean you shouldn't smash that like button, guys. So please help support the stream by smashing that like button and sharing this out. I really appreciate it, guys. Alright, so we're slowly growing here on HSFL Paranormal. 2,144 subscribers. I really appreciate that. That is subject to change over time. And I just wanted to give a huge love and big shout out to everybody here who has supported me along the way. You mean the world to me. Hey, what's going on, Willie Reed? Oh, I was trying something. Oh, okay. Awesome. I just wanted to give a big love and shout out to everybody who has helped me support me along the way. It's been an amazing journey. I've been on YouTube for I've been on YouTube for on and off for 10 years. But for this particular channel, I've been only on here for about I've only been on here about 8 months, guys. So slowly and rapidly, well, I guess slowly but surely growing here on YouTube. Just trying to get people to support one another. I love the support that these streams get, and I love helping other YouTubers grow. Oh, you watch all the videos after they're live? Hey, Bigfoot believers are just as welcome here. Come on, Pamela. Yes. Awesome. Bring your friends with you and make sure that you guys support one another. I love your channel, man. Awesome. Thank you, Earth Angel. I really appreciate it. Alrighty, guys. We're going to get into the spooky ghost stories. Aw. Country Girl, City Girl Country Heart says, I love coming to your channel, John. Aw. Then it's not live. Yep. So I try to do 4 live streams a week and 2 regular videos. Sometimes I do 5 live streams and 1 video, but I always try to do something about 6 days a week here on YouTube. And if not, I am doing my best at trying to support other channels and get them to their goals. I've had like, I think 15 channels hit 1K on my streams, which is awesome. That is just all the love and consideration that I'd like to give back to the YouTube community. I love to help others grow. Gina's comment. Hold on. Trying to go back to Gina's comment here. Hey, what's going on, Mari? How you doing? Why am I not finding... I'm going to eat chili if I reach 1K. Awesome sauce. I don't help. I'm just a supporter. Oh, come on. The sharpshooter. You've donated so much money to help us get to our investigations. And the fact that you're one of my top patrons. Like, dude, I couldn't thank you enough, bro. Like, seriously, you're awesome. Yes, I do have a lot of wonderful friends on my channel, and I could not ask for a better group of people to be here and support. Like, you guys seriously rock. So earlier today, hey Ray the fam, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. So like earlier I went live to talk about the active shooting situation in Santa Barbara, California, which is only about an hour and a half away. It ended up being a guy on his cell phone, and I get it, students are a little touchy with all the stuff going on lately, and with all the mass shootings that have happened. And I just wanted to make sure that I kept everybody updated, those who might not have had it front news. The news actually came on after I had started recording. And so that was really cool that I got to be like the first person on YouTube to bring that situation up. It ended up being a dud, and nobody got injured and nobody got hurt. It was just a big misunderstanding, but I was there to pretty much be first on that whole situation, thanks to Joe letting me know from when he was on ground talking about what was going on. Yes, thank you to all the mods. I really appreciate it, guys. You do an awesome job. Much love and light. Gina said she's going to play you loud to piss off all of her non-ghost believing neighbors. Love your channel, the famous golden child. Oh my god, guys. I am not a golden child. I'm a peasant. Straight up hashtag peasant class right here. I couldn't even afford the apple core from those people in Beverly Hills at that grocery store. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you would have had to been there at before we went to the Omen house. It just got out of hand, and we were just being totally goofball and crazy, and trying to buy food to go to the Omen house, and it was in Beverly Hills, and all these people were all these people basically were like stupid wealthy. Like, I mean, I'm talking like these people had millions and millions of dollars, and they were at the grocery store, and we were like, we kept saying, oh, we're peasants and they're golden childs. Yeah, it was funny, guys. Need to ask you a question on Twitter. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that, Earth Angel. Yeah, sad that 45-minute live stream that I did covering that event does better than it does better than these streams like all together. But it's all right. Yeah, like we went to a really nice grocery store in Beverly Hills on the way to the Omen house, and this, mind you, this grocery store was 3 stories high and had its own escalator for the shopping carts alone. And we're like, we're not worthy, we're just peasants to the golden children. And Murad was driving kind of quickly and almost nailed somebody. So we're like, oh my god, he almost nailed the golden child. Oh man, we were dying. If you're a peasant, dear God, I live. Oh my gosh. Hey, Irish whiskey, how the hell are you? I'm doing good, brother. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Did you guys get snow up in Fresno and Bakersfield? So yeah, it was mildly entertaining. Let's just put it that way. Just put breaking news in the titles of these live streams. Yeah, exactly. Seriously, I probably should. It sounded like Arnie there, John. I'm not sure who that is. Oh my god, it's a mall grocery store. Yeah, it was no joke. You could ask Psycho Ghost Trackers and Exploring with Murad. Like, it was... That grocery store was crazy. We couldn't even afford the apple seeds in the apples because they were probably covered in gold. Nope, just hell. Yeah, Murad is so funny. Where is Exploring with Murad? Is he probably asleep? I'm guessing. Alright, we got 30 people in the house. I really appreciate it, guys. Hey, Just Living, thank you so much for joining. Are you new to this channel? If so, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. If you already have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen you before. And if you've been here before, well, I'm just going to say thank you. I actually have the wrong title in the banner. I wasn't even paying attention. Because this isn't live after, this isn't the 20th special. This is actually the 22nd special, which is now changed. Oh, he was on earlier. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Just Living. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming by. Alrighty, guys. 30 people in the house. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. We are going to get into these scary stories here. Scary. Alrighty. Let's get it to it. So this first story is called The Family Gathering. It's about a 3-minute story, and I hope you enjoy. I've always hated family gatherings. I hated my birthday most of all. Year in and year out. Always the same. Everybody goes through the motions. Everybody plays their part. My mom bustles about in the kitchen preparing finger food for the guests while putting on a fake smile that's plastered across her face. My dad always drinks too much and staggers around, laughing too hard and slapping people on the back. My grandmother smothers me with kisses, and I shudder in disgust as I feel her hairy chin against my cheek. My uncle bombards me with questions, asking if I've had a boyfriend or not. My aunt tells me about her daughter and how she is perfect, and now that she is going to school. She always takes pains to mention to me how smart she is and how much smarter she is than me. My little cousins race around the house like cockroaches, stomping on the floor, jumping up and down, squealing and hollering at the top of their lungs. They climb on the furniture and crawl under the tables, pulling and tugging at everything in sight. Nothing goes untouched by their grabby little hands. Around and around they go like rats on a wheel. Honestly, I can't believe I'm related to these people. I have to hold my tongue. I don't want them to resent me any more than they do. The table is lined with soggy sandwiches and stale chips. Bottles of wine are followed by bottles of whiskey and vodka. They all sit around the living rooms, gulping down their drinks, swapping stories about the good times, and boasting about themselves. I cringe as I listen to them cackling like a bunch of hyenas. This is a long drive. This is enough to drive anyone to insanity. I get up to leave the room, desperate to clear my head. I know that in this jacket pocket, my uncle has a pack of cigarettes and a lighter. Surely he won't miss one, I think. I hear all the adults in the living room singing a song. I go to the kitchen real quick to grab a smoke. Surely nobody'll notice. There's a strange smell that wrinkles my nose. I don't pay much attention to it. My little cousins are in the kitchen, up to mischief as usual. They started to look at me while I came in, and if I did something wrong or naughty, and they are afraid that I will catch them. I put the cigarettes to my lips and head over towards the window. I flick the lighter, and suddenly a jet of flames scorches across the room from the old gas stove. There was a deafening explosion as the room erupted into flames. The whole house was on fire. I hear screams and cries, and I smell the burning flesh and the intense heat that we were all consumed into the inferno. I closed my eyes and sighed with relief as it dissolved into silence. Until next year, when I'll be 14 again, over and over again, 14 forever. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Hey, Paranormal Circle, Zara's in the house. Welcome, Zara. So how'd you guys like that story? 27 people in the house. What's up? So far it sounded like family Christmas. Right? Oh my gosh. So true. Alright, you guys. Alright. Yeah. That was a pretty twisted story, guys. Hey, what's up, Candy Kisses? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Yep. Another great ghost story, guys. Right? Earth Angel. I totally hear you. Amen to that. Oh, while I got 22 people in the house, let me go grab my other channel's link. If you have not checked out my Paranormal Teams channel, Presence of the Unknown, which is linked in the description. Alright, let me grab that real quick here. Share. Copy link. Alright. I'm doing well tonight, K-Dog. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Alright. Presence of the Unknown. Alright. Copy. Here we go, guys. I got the link right there. You guys can go check out that channel. We have the Omen House videos coming out now. And we have soon some more creepy investigations coming up, including the Queen Mary at the end of the month. So you guys do not want to miss a thing, guys. There we go. There is Presence of the Unknown, guys. Make sure you are subscribed to that channel. Check the content out because it's pretty awesome. We do live streams on there as well. Alright, guys. So I'm going to get on to this next story. Nightbot, got it. LOL. I know. I just wanted to put it official from your boy at HSFL Paranormal. Alright, we got 20 people in the house. Thank you so much for dropping by, everybody. I really, really appreciate you taking the time out of your evening to listen to my scary stories. Guys, please remember to share this out on Facebook and Twitter. I really appreciate it. Alrighty. So we've had close to 100 views on this live stream so far, which is awesome sauce. Let's see, y'all. Trying to make sure I check all the updates here. Hey, Dangerous Criminals is in the house. How you doing, Dangerous Criminals? I know, we just hit 601 supporters on Presence of the Unknown, which is awesome. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers on Presence of the Unknown, guys. It's going to be pretty exciting when we hit 1K, because it's just going to be endless from that point on. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to push out content. We're going to continue to go on these exciting trips for you guys. This channel is pretty much dedicated to storytelling, hearing others share their stories, paranormal interviews, and some minor investigations around my local area and some other historical sites. Holy smokes, did I see 3 people just subscribe to my channel? That is awesome, guys. Who did that? I wonder if it'll show up your names. Should. Let me know who was that who just subscribed to my channel. That would really be cool. Hey, Exploring with Murad. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for joining. Not too shabby. Yep. Yeah, Murad has joined us on Presence of the Unknown, guys. He will be a new team member who will come out with us occasionally on Presence of the Unknown. Yeah, I know. Who were the 3 people that just subscribed? That is awesome. Thank you so much for that, guys. I just saw it bump up 3. That was cool, but it's weird. It didn't shout the names out. So these accounts must have been on private, I'm guessing. Let's see. Trying to see here. Yeah, no new updates on who that was, but I really appreciate it, guys. My goal is 900. Awesome. 900 is a good goal to get, guys. I'm almost at 2,200 now, which is really, really crazy because I only started this about 8 months ago, which has been an amazing trip, guys. So I'm going to get on to the next story. Oh no, it's fine. Let's see. This one is called The Piggyback. There was a married couple who had once a young son. There was a married couple who had one young son. Even before their son was born, the couple's marriage was on shaky ground. As the years went by, the mother and father had fought all the time. There were arguments that became more and more frequent and talked about their divorce. In the end, they stayed together for the sake of their son. But the arguments and the fights grew more and more violent. By the time the son was 5 years old, the couple had grown to hate each other immensely. One night, after the boy had been put to bed, the mother and the father got into an enormous argument. The father flew into a rage and murdered his wife. When he came to his senses, he realized what he had done. Instead of disposing the body, he dragged the wife's corpse into the garage and put her in the boot of his car, which is the trunk. Then he drove her out to the mountains under the cover of darkness. He slung her dead body over his shoulders and carried her out to the marshy swamp nearby. He dragged her through the foul-smelling muck and watched her corpse sink into the murky depth. As dawn began to break, he returned home to clean up and take a shower. No matter what he did, he tried to scrub and scrub and scrub. He couldn't seem to get the sickening smell of the swamp off of him. He slept for hours, and then when he awoke, he started to think about what he would do if his son asked where his mother was. He decided to tell the boy that the wife had gone to stay with her sister for a while. However, his son got up for breakfast. He never mentioned his mother at all. He just stared at his father and said nothing. The man could still smell of the odor from the muck in the swamp where he buried his wife. He took an air freshener and began to spray it around the house, hoping to mask the unpleasant scent. It made him feel sick. Hours had passed and the boy was watching TV. The father began to get uneasy, feeling in the pit of his stomach. Every time he went into the living room, he noticed that his son was staring at him with a curious look on his face. The father became nervous and paranoid. His mind was racing. Perhaps the boy had known what happened. He thought maybe the boy had overheard him murdering his mother, and if his son knew what he had done, perhaps he would have to kill him as well. The father walked into the room where the son was still watching TV. "Is there anything you want to ask me?" he said. The boy thought it for a few moments and replied, "Yeah." "Is this about your mother?" He said. "Yeah," said the boy. "I suppose you're wondering where your mother is," said the father. "No, I'm just wondering why Mommy's face is so pale and why she's giving you a I've just been wondering why Mommy's face is so pale and why you have been giving her a piggyback all day." Hey, Ghost Mafia, what's going on? Yeah, I just thank you so much, Ghost Mafia, for dropping by. I really appreciate it. There he is, exploring with Murad. How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. The name SIAC Paranormal will hop on real quick, and then you can click the name. Okay, awesome. Be happy to see it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Native Grammy's in the house. Thank you so much for joining. Marie Paranormal, True Crazy Weird Love Wins. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining. K-Dog McKee in the Doghouse Report. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Hey, Lady Swan is in the house. Thank you, Lady Swan. Wow, another subscriber. Holy cow. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all the support. Wow, this has been a pretty awesome night so far, guys. I love when new people come by and check out the channel. Always interested in seeing new people. And I'm always interested in seeing the people that constantly return to my live streams time after time and check out my content. I am always much appreciative of that. I'm trying to go back here in the comments to see if there's anybody I missed. I think I said hi to Dangerous Criminals. Cryptid559. Sweet sauce, you guys. Alright. So I'll get to the next story. Oh, there we go. SICA Paranormal. Thank you so much. I just grabbed your link and I subscribed to your channel as well. Thank you, Bama Bell. Oh, congratulations, Ghost Mafia. Holy shit. That is huge, bro. Hey, that is awesome. I tweeted out your link all day. I put it on like 5 different Facebook pages and my Twitter to try to help you, man. I hope I did. And hey, Detecting for Life, what's going on, fellow night owls? What's kicking? I can't remember how I found your channel, but I'm glad I did. I'm so glad that you found my channel as well, Gina. This is awesome sauce, guys. Make sure you share this out on Facebook and Twitter. If you guys could help support my channel, I would really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. It's just so amazing to constantly see how many people are coming in and out of streams. Wow, Citizen Z is only 62 away from 1K. Awesome sauce. Congrats on that. I will definitely try to get to you 1K when you have about 15 people left to get to 1K. I'll start shouting you out and posting your link in the chats if that helps. And I'll start letting people know. Thanks, Living. I got you back. Awesome. I used to be the Haunted Explorers. This is my new channel. Think of hitting the red button, the bell. Oh, show. Awesome. Watching while working. Awesome. Thank you so much, Willie Reed. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, big congratulations to Ghost Mafia for hitting 3K. That's huge. Seriously. You deserve it, bro. You work really, really hard on YouTube. For not just your channel, but everybody in the community, and for Nations 13. You're 12 away from 400. Awesome, Lady Swan. Congratulations on that. Alright, guys. We're going to get to the next story here. Ooh, this one I haven't seen before. This one is called The School Bag. It's another Japanese story, and the Japanese ones are always more terrifying, I swear. Alright, when I was 8 years old, there was a young girl in my class. Her name was Haku-chan. She was a happy, cheerful person and always had a smile for everybody. The thing I remember her most by is that she had a red school bag. One day, Haku did not show up for school. Everybody was wondering where she was. When we asked the teachers, they said they didn't know. A week later, she didn't come home to school, so we all assumed that her family had just moved away. As time passed, we eventually forgot about her. Then one morning, just before the school bell rang, we saw a small figure walking through the school gates. It was Haku-chan. She was walking very slowly and had a red school bag on her back. We called out to her, but she ignored us. As she drew closer, we could see her face clearly. There was something different about her. I could not put my finger on it, but there was something wrong. She looked pale and sickly. Just then, the school bell rang, and not wanting to be late for class, we rushed inside. When the teacher arrived, Haku's desk was empty. She never came into the class. Everyone was confused. We all thought she had come back to school. Lunch break. At lunch break, we went to the playground. There was a red school bag laying on the ground. We knew it belonged to Haku. We couldn't find her anywhere, so we brought it back into the classroom and put it on her desk. She never came to collect it. The next morning, I arrived at the school. The school bag was still sitting on Haku's desk. My friend Taro was curious and decided to take it inside. Take a look inside. He unbuckled the straps and flapped the unbuckled the straps and opened the flap. Suddenly, he screamed in horror as the bag fell out from his hands. It dropped on the floor and something rolled out, leaving a long red trail on the wooden floor. It was Haku's severed head. Pandemonium broke out in the classroom and everybody was screaming and crying. A few boys burst into tears and some of the girls became hysterical. Just then, the teacher came into class and demanded to know what was wrong. Everyone started shouting all at once. I looked down at the severed head and it was gone. The blood trail had vanished. At first, the teacher refused to believe us, but some of the girls were so insistent of what they had seen, they decided to go speak to the school principal. That evening, they called Haku-chan's mother and asked her some questions. Unable to get a proper answer, the school teacher contacted the police. The next day, 2 detectives visited Haku's house, spoke to her mother. She tried to tell him she didn't know anything about where her daughter was, but under questioning, she finally cracked. It turned out that Haku's mother and father had divorced. The mother started dating again, but her new boyfriend didn't like children, so she killed Haku and chopped up her body. They dredged the lake near Haku's house and found her dismembered remains. Everyone in the school was shocked and horrified beyond belief. Nobody could understand how something so terrible could happen to one of our classmates. For the rest of the year, we made sure that every morning there was a fresh vase of flowers standing on Haku's desk next to her red school bag. So what did you guys think of that story? John, don't panic. Don't think about us, bro. What sleep you get? Alright, what's sleep when you get a pass? LOL. I know, I saw that City Girl Country Heart. That was awesome. Yeah, I've tried to implement sound effects, but I don't have a good enough sound effects board where I can do it accurately and fast. Maybe one day that's something I will invest in. But yeah, at this current time, I don't have those. Yeah, those Japanese stories are pretty scary, you guys. I'm going to check on something real quick. So, in this first hour, we've had already about 118 views on this stream so far. So thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it, guys. That is awesome. It is kind of a sad story now that you mentioned that, because it's something that happens all too real. Actually, that kind of happened with, I don't know if anybody's following the whole Chris Watts killings. That's kind of why he murdered his whole family, was because he had a new mistress, and he didn't want to, unfortunately, have his family around knowing that he was cheating on his wife, so he decided to murder his whole family and bury him inside of the oil refinery of where he worked. So that was pretty sad story. Chris Watts, I really hope you burn in hell, dude. Like, seriously. Yeah, that guy was pretty evil for what he did. His family did not deserve that. That's an awesome story. I just got hungry. Yes. The story wasn't interesting as the guy standing behind you. Behind me? What story? Or what guy behind me? Are you talking about the blinds? I know, you would think, guys. You would think that he would consider divorcing before that was an issue. Yeah, Chris Watts is sick in the head. Yeah, he deserved to die he deserved to get the death penalty for what he did. But he pled guilty in his little sociopathic way of how he dealt with it. Hey, Tara Eckel, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. But yeah, he deserves to burn in hell for killing his family. His wife was only like 15 weeks pregnant, and he killed his 2 young daughters. So same with the chick back in the 90s who killed her children. Yeah, it's a really sad story. Yeah, that guy. He's a sick puppy, and I really hope that he gets what he deserves in prison. So, to get off of that subject, I said my 2 cents about the Chris Watts case, because now it's over, and everybody who talked about that, like, their stuff went viral, because his stuff was so big, and there was actually a paranormal element to the Chris Watts case. If you haven't checked out my friend Kelsey Davies, please go check her channel out. I'll make sure I grab her link. She actually has, I'm actually might be interviewing her this Saturday, guys. She is interested in wanting to come on to the show. She has about 8,000 subscribers. And she's with us at the Omen House, and she's worked with Omar and James. She's also worked with Lou Rock, and so I'm gonna be trying to get her on this show. And she actually has the same editor as Guava Juice, which is really cool. With a hook for a hand? Oh my gosh, there's no hook. No hook guy. Come on. No, it wouldn't be the strangest thing that ever happened here. Let's see. There we go. So there's Kelsey Davies' YouTube channel. Yep. James has got it. There it is. She has a whole series about the paranormal occurrences that happened in the Chris Watts case. It's really, really interesting to watch. That's actually how I found her YouTube channel. And then I discovered she did the Omen House. And then we went to the Omen House, and there she was. And then we learned that she worked with Omar and James and a bunch of other YouTubers that we're familiar with. So it's going to be awesome, guys. We're also planning on trying to get her to come up here to meet us up to do the Adelaide Cemetery. She lives in Southern California, and it's going to be awesome to collab with people like that. There it is, guys. Please make sure you check out Kelsey Davies. She has an amazing channel, and she is very descriptive of everything she does. She is right now only 40 away from 8K, guys. Hey, Empress, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining, Empress. Hey, just to let you know, I broke my left ankle in 2 places. I had to go back to the doctor. Ooh, I will definitely keep you in my prayers, Tina Stewart. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm so, so sorry. James nearly got attacked when doing a live stream. Got attacked by who? I hope it wasn't me. Well, I hope everybody who's watching is enjoying this stream so far. I tried to bring up a little bit of history, a little bit of paranormal stuff going on, and some amazing, amazing scary ghost stories that are entailed into this stream. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my patrons. Katherine, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Jen's Journeys, Broken Angel, Kim FITZGERALD ROCK FAM, The Sharpshooter, Chris the Ghost Hunter, Native Grammy, Hermanthegreat, Creators Alliance Joker, and my new patron, oh shoot, I forgot my battery charger. I need to make sure my computer's charged. I'm gonna lose this stream. And Jeff Watson is my new patron, guys. So I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna grab my computer cord so my stream doesn't die out. What was that sound? Oh my god, Ghost Mafia. It's nothing. There's nothing going on tonight. Like, I don't even really feel any energy in my house tonight. It's pretty calm. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to position this where I can put my K2 meter up. Here we go. Alright, you guys. Alrighty, I got my K2 meter out now just in case there's any activity going on in my house that I'll try to measure. It's gone pretty crazy before. Now I'm living under a rock, never heard of Chris Watts. If you look him up, you'll be horrified about what he did. He's a pretty messed up guy. I thought the faucet started turning on by itself. It was just the washing machine. Kind of freaked me out there for about 10 seconds, but that's okay. Yes, I will definitely make sure too bright. Too bright, yes. I'm trying to figure out how to angle this. There we go. No, then you're just getting like a weird crotch shot there. Yeah, and then I start running into the brightness issue. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'll look at the K2 meter. I'll tell you if there's anything weird going on because it'll post right here. Maybe I could post the K2 at the end of the corner here. If anything happens, then it'll go off. Okay. Fault was talking about somebody behind you. Yeah, if you've watched previous After Dark videos, I did have something paranormal happen to the blinds behind me, where there was something grabbing the blinds and holding them down and then releasing them, and grabbing the blinds down and releasing them. It was really, really strange, guys. Who are you talking about? Earlier I was talking about Chris Watts. He murdered his entire family, including his pregnant wife and 2 young daughters. But there was something weird going on outside of the room. It sounded like there was running water. I'm not quite sure what was trying to be mentioned, but I hope I answered your question. Alright. So let's see. I'm going to check my Patreon, check that out, make sure nobody new checked in. So thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate all your support. Well, I did see the video with the blinds. Yeah, so I'll show you guys the video with the blinds. I actually have a new video up of all the crazy paranormal stuff that's happened in my live streams. So I actually made a little compilation video of the stuff that happened. It's about, I think, 3 or 4 minutes. Hey Kim, how you doing? Good to see you, Kim FITZGERALD ROCK FAM. So there's the video if you want to see the blinds moving up and down. A little compilation video that I created. Yes, the strange noise was Ghost Mafia raiding your fridge. This is true. I hope he found something good in there because I haven't gone grocery shopping in a few days. I just ran back and I heard it was you. I heard was you whistling? I wasn't whistling. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, the one with the blinds moving. There it is, guys. I just posted it in the link there. As soon as as soon as you think it's a loved one, they're in spirit. Yeah, I wasn't whistling. Oh no, the blinds was from either the negative spirits that have been in my house for a long time, because there's been a lot of crime in this neighborhood, including a murder-suicide in the house right behind me here. And then a lady died in this very room where I'm sitting in right now. So if you want to check out the blinds moving video, it's linked right there. And then you can check that out and climb back in. How far back goes? I get a lot of weird stuff that happens in my videos. There was a couple with moving blinds, John. Yeah, there was a couple times where weird stuff had happened. Multiple times that there's been weird stuff that's happened in my house. That video, I think, had 3 or 4 times just in itself, and that was After Dark number 4. It's all time-stamped thanks to Cynthia, who's been with me for just about the whole time I've been YouTube channel. Hey, what's going on there, Jelly Duck? Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for joining. So let me know what you guys think of that video. I'll post it in the link again here. And have a good night, Paranormal Circle. Much love and light. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's awesome, huh? Okay, no problem, Kim Fitzgerald. Thank you so much. And thank you, Kim Fitzgerald, for everything you do. Thank you so much for being one of my patrons. I really appreciate it. Going to watch that video. Yeah, you should check it out. It's pretty wild. Pretty quiet on the EMF reader once again. How about the laughing in that stream? Yeah, that was pretty crazy. All I can share where that had happened. Which stream was that in? That was in that one stream I did. That was Let's Hear Your Scariest Paranormal Stories. I just can't remember exactly which one it was. I think it was this one, but I'm not sure. No, it wasn't that one. Oh yeah, here it is. I found it.
It used to be so bad that my TV...
Okay, listen to this. You hear that weird glitch?
Not a smaller stream, just a more intimate. Yeah, I don't show fear. I'm not scared of...
Right when I said I don't show fear, it sounds like somebody's laughing at me.
Yeah, I don't show fear. I'm not scared of what's in this house because I know that demonic energy is gone. Yeah, I don't show fear. I'm not scared of what's in this house because I know that demonic energy.
Yeah, so that's what happened when I was live streaming that one time. That was right in front of this room, actually, where they had found the dead body. Literally, the space is like right here in this doorway is where they found her. So yeah, that was pretty wild. John, I seen a bright light behind you, and then a orb zoom from behind you. Dead body. Whoop. Literally the space is like right here. Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to mute it quickly. He was talking about his patrons, and then he got the last one. He got it whistled 3 times. Really? Huh. That's crazy. Yeah, see, I get weird stuff that happens here all the time. Is there anybody here with me that would like to make themselves known? If so, can you touch this meter here? Let me know you're here. Yeah. Yeah, so there was like a ghost laughing at me when I said, I'm not afraid of you. And I got a laugh. Yeah, it was probably Janet laughing. That's pretty funny. Sound like, can anybody hear me? Yeah, I would really like to take that little laugh and actually see if it's actually a EVP. Oh yeah, visitors coming and going. Huh, go backs. That's wild. Huh. It's definitely interesting what goes on here. It's definitely a paranormal wonder of what really goes on in this house. I actually am planning on trying to get Joe's camera set up and recording it all night and see if there's anything weird that catches in here. You like the sound of that, guys? Can anyone hear me? It's possible. There's definitely some weird stuff that happens in here, guys. Like, I also caught this one. I'm gonna have to really dig for it, but there's also the 3 knocks that I got on my EVP recorder in my house, and there was no knocking on my side going on.
Lying to me. Who's here with us right now? Is this a demon?
No.
Is there anybody here with us?
No, that's the Omen house.
Is there anybody who would still like to communicate with us? Give us a sign.
No.
Is the spirit of Marcos?
No. I hope I didn't delete it.
Who's here with us right now? Is this a demon?
No.
Is there anybody here with us? Is there anybody who would still like to communicate with us? Give us a sign. Is there anybody here still who would like to communicate with me? If so, give me a sign. Let me know you're here.
I think I got rid of it.
Is the spirit of Marcos watching over Ninja?
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Is there any spirits in here who would like to speak with me? You can talk into my phone's mic and let me know you're here.
You can hear 3 distinct knocks. Did you guys hear that?
Is there any spirits in here who would like to speak with me? You can talk into my phone's mic and let me know you're here.
That was crazy. For sure. That was here in my house, guys. Yeah, so I do have night vision. Somewhere I have my night vision light. At this moment, I have no idea precisely where it is. Oh, it's right here on my desk. have to turn off this light. Okay. So there's my night vision. That's one setup I can do. Guess I should probably just tell the rest of these scary stories just like this. And that way you can see the EMF reader right here. Huh. Yeah, that was the one Atlantis Paranormal called into. I want some popcorn. Heck yeah. Spooky. Yeah, definitely spooky. There's any energy in this room with me here, let me know you're here with me. Touch that meter right there on the shelf. Huh? If they do find their way here, they will let me know. I got the multi-spectrum on, so it should show any weird things more clearly. I'm gonna be a good girl today. Some freaky things go on in this house late at night. And not that kind of freaky. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna look at Facebook real quick and just, who else wants some I can share? Hey, Sherry, thank you so much for joining my Facebook page. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to see here. Getting a lot of messages here real quick, guys. Checking for mail. Okay, nothing happened. Alright. Let me get back to the stories, you guys. Oof, I just got like a weird feeling in here.
If you're putting your house on the market, this is a story.
No, I'm not putting my house on the market because I rent. I wish I had a house. We're eyeballing the EMF reader, yes. It'd be interesting to see if that goes off tonight. Is there any spirits here? If so, can you make a noise? Or move something in this room? Yeah, the SOS is my email. I'm gonna open this up just in case anything creepy happens behind me. Yeah, I don't know where my mind went. Yeah. So stuff happens in this hallway here. I've caught in images running back and forth of something that was not natural running behind me. My blinds have moved. Some other creepy stuff has happened. So yeah, guys, it's literally me with every commercial. No, I don't need that. Seriously. Alright, you guys. Let's see here. So I'm going to get back to the scary stories, and maybe the spirits would like to join the story time. Alright. Let's find some real ghosts. Alright. This one is called The Basement Room, and this is a real story. Years ago, my family went on vacation to Cape Cod. They rented a small house to stay for 2 weeks. On the main floor was the kitchen, the living room, and a bathroom. The bedrooms were on the second floor. The basement room was downstairs, and the washer and sofa were on the television. On the first night, a washer, a dryer, a sofa, and a television. Yeah. On the first night, we were awakened by a terrible scream coming from my sister's bedroom. When my dad burst into the room, he turned on the light. He found my sister sitting up in bed, screaming and crying. My parents sat her up and comforted her until she finally calmed down enough to tell her what had scared her. She said that she had been waken up in the middle of the night by a terrible stench. When she opened up her eyes, she had seen that the bedroom was soaked in blood from top to bottom. There was blood all over the floor and bloody handprints on the walls. Blood spattered all over the ceiling. We all thought she was just having a nightmare, but she refused to go back into the bedroom and stayed with our parents for the remainder of the holiday. On that evening, my mother was cooking the dinner in the kitchen upstairs. My father had gone out for an errand in the nearby town. My sister and I were in the basement watching TV. All of a sudden, the light bulb popped and the TV went off, leaving us in complete darkness. The basement was unfurnished and had old stone walls, making it a bit of a creepy place. For a few seconds we froze, not knowing what to do. Then we started to smell something horrible. It was a stench, and when it hit our nose, we felt nauseous. It smelled like rotting flesh. The smell grew worse and worse, and when we had heard that the stench and the dust grew worse and worse, and when we just heard a scratching in the darkness. Something seemed to be scratching on the floor and the walls. We screamed and started scrambling into the pitch black, trying to find the door. Eventually, we managed to open the door and ran upstairs, screaming to our mother. We kept telling her about the disgusting smell and heard her scratching and scraping around down there. My mother eventually agreed to go down to the basement, replace the light bulb, and check out the source of the smell. She took up a flashlight and a new bulb and disappeared in the darkness of the basement. As we waited for her at the top of the stairs, we expected her to return quickly, but she seemed to be down there for an eternity. Suddenly, we saw her emerge out of the darkness. She came running up the stairs. She slammed the basement door behind her and bolted it as fast as she could. She turned to us, and her face had been completely drained of color. Her eyes were wide with fear. "I don't want you going down there again," she said. She went into the kitchen and called the police. We overheard the conversation on the phone and managed to figure out that she had seen someone in the basement room. As we waited for the police to come, we huddled in the living room, starting to stare at the basement door. At any moment, we expected to hear someone banging or trying to break it down. My mother refused to tell us what she had seen. When the police arrived, my mother greeted them at the door and ushered them inside. She unbolted the basement door and went down into the darkness. With her flashlight out and their guns drawn, they searched the entire basement but found nothing. There was no way out of the basement, no windows, no doors. Everything down there, wherever was down there would have had to come up through the basement door. After the police had left, my mother finally realized that what she had seen down there in the pitch darkness. As we spoke, she became very still and quiet. She said that when she was changing the light bulb, she began to smell something terrible, and that we had described, same thing that we had described to her. When she started to hear a faint scratching noise, she turned on the flashlight around the room and suddenly caught the sight of something crouching in between the washer and the dryer. It was a man crouched on all fours. His clothes were tattered and his hair was wild and tangled. His face didn't look human. It was twisted with an expression of pure hatred. In that split second, he looked at my mother, eyes reflecting off the beam of the flashlight. He suddenly crawled forward and disappeared through the wall. My mother saw him simply vanish into thin air. She dropped the flashlight and ran. After that, none of us could go down into that basement. We kept the door locked and bolted every night. We slept in our parents' bedroom and locked that door too. We cut our holiday short by a few days and just drove home. Hell no, I'd be gone. I saw that comment. Did you bump the stand behind me? No? There's a shadowing. Yeah, it's just me. Huh. Zoomed. You're seeing movement too? Whoa. I just noticed something weird on the camera. It just zoomed in and zoomed out real quick. It's doing it again. What the hell? Kind of caught me on edge. Yeah, that space is creepy, guys. That living room at nighttime freaks me out. I still don't like walking through that hallway at night. Ooh, I just got a weird feeling that something just entered this room. Whew, I just got the chills. The camera was moving. Yeah, the camera keeps glitching out. Well, my camera is actually perched on the top of my laptop. Is it possible because of dark that it's zooming? No, because this should have focus on me no matter what. It does this with my light, my normal lighting too, in this room in particular. Oh yeah, his. Oh, what? Oh. Yeah, I would love to do. I need to do a more in-depth investigation at my house. His stand is holding his phone. He was moving when he was tapping his phone. Yeah, but I'm just dragging my phone up and down. Okay, so yeah, when I do that. Oh, what? Kim, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to delete your message there. I hit the wrong button. Shit. I did not mean to time Kim out. That was an accident. I was tapping on my phone randomly to try to trigger it, and it was an accident. Kim, I did not mean to time you out. Jesus. Sorry, Kim. You'll be back in 5 minutes. I know it was an accident. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was tapping. Yeah, it was an accident, guys. I have nothing. It was no bad thing intention. I was just tapping random things. Hey, awesome epic adventures. What's going on? We all getting scared in here? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, guys, it was a pure accident and didn't mean to happen. Sorry, Kim. I owe you a huge apology. I'm so sorry. I know you're watching. I did not mean to hit that button, so just letting you know. Sorry. Okay. Nice. Let's see here. My phone's acting up too now. Huh. Cynthia, do you ever get the feeling like you're being watched? Oh yeah, constantly. In this house? Absolutely. This house is wicked sometimes. If there is any energy here, can you touch this meter here and let me know you're here? I can place the spirit candle next to it. I know you like the meter and the crystal. Here, let's see here. There we go. There we go. Yep. Kim, I am so sorry. You'll be back here in just a minute. Yeah, I've done that scrolling through the chat before, yeah. That washing machine's actually creeping me out more than it being pitch black in here because it keeps making like a knocking sound. John S. I'm so sorry, Kim. Please forgive me. I am sorry. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. You're all mod because this is Kim Fitzgerald too. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so let me see here. Let me get back to these next stories. No, that wasn't the washing machine right now. That was a footstep. Some weird tapping sound going on outside. This one is called The Sad Clown. I'll get to it in just a second. I'm just trying to pop up the live stream. There we go. No, I'm still telling them. Can you blank that 5 times when you let him beg? At least no moving hasn't. At least we know that John wasn't moving. Hasn't debunked the moving stand. No, I was touching the stand, you guys. I guess when I was fiddling around with my phone that the stand was moving. That EMF reader is eerily quiet tonight. It's kind of creepy. It's almost more creepy that that thing is not going off than when it goes off. Because when it goes off, I know that they're here. Now they're just playing like, let's not touch it. But the longer the night goes, the more they present themselves too. Okay, guys. Y'all are hilarious. Thank you so much for the 20 people still watching. And Kim, thank you so much for tweeting this out. I did see your tweet, so I'll get to that in just a second here. Boom. And boom, boom. There we go. Tweeted it out. Just trying to see the chat here. Right, back to the story. This one is called The Sad Clown. A few days ago, I had a really weird dream. I was standing on a long, narrow road that leads to my school. It was strangely quiet and no one was blowing. No birds were singing, no insects were chirping. The road was completely empty. There was no one else around and I began to walk. Just then, I got a strange feeling that somebody was watching me. Looking over my shoulder, I spotted a small figure in the distance. It seemed to be running at full speed. I kept walking, but every time they glanced behind me, there was a figure that was drawing closer. The whole thing made me feel very uneasy. It just kept gaining on me, closer and closer. At one point, I stopped in my tracks to look back, and the figure had stopped too. It was just standing there in the middle of the road, staring at me. When I walked again, the figure began running after me. Eventually, the figure got close for me to make out his face. It was a clown. One of those sad clowns that you see in the paintings. Ooh. Hold on. I actually clicked on the wrong thing here. Force quit. It was a clown, one of those sad clowns that you see in the paintings. He was dressed in a shabby hat and a tear-broke coat like a hobo. The way he was staring at me got me real frightened. And for a moment, I thought if he catches me, he will kill me. I want to run, but for some reason, I couldn't. My legs felt heavy. I couldn't barely lift my feet. It was all I could do to just keep standing in the same place. The clown kept getting closer and closer. The next time I glanced back, I could see the clown's eyes. He was crying. I left my school in the distance, and a feeling of relief washed over me. Feeling told me that if I just stood there, he would catch me. I would be safe. And just then, I realized that the main gate of the school, I turned around one last time, and the clown was standing right behind me. He gripped my shoulder and whirled me around. The most terrifying thing was his face. He wasn't angry at all, he was just desperate, haunted look. Tears streaming down his painted cheeks. "I caught you," he said. And just to my surprise, he let me go and walked away. I stood there dumbfounded. How could I have been that stupid? I had been scared for no reason. I began to laugh at myself. The clown stopped in the tracks and looked around. He took out a rusty knife from his pocket and held it up to his face. "The second time I catch you, I'll have to cut you. And the third time, I will kill you. See you next time." With that, the clown wiped his tears from his face and walked away. I woke up in a cold sweat. Ever since I had that dream, I've been terrified to go to bed. For days, I've been filling up the coffee and Coca-Cola, trying to stay desperately awake. I don't dare to shut my eyes, even for a moment. I'm afraid to fall asleep, and if I dream, I know that clown will be waiting for me. What'd you guys think of that story? So when we see something legit paranormal happen behind John while he's reading, how will he hear us women screaming to let him know? He just continues to read. Hey, Stephanie Meza, what's going on? How you doing? If John gets a tap on the shoulder, he'll be the woman screaming. Just joking, John. Probably I would. It would just be better with effects. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for joining, Stephanie. Yeah, I hate clowns. Just to let you guys know, I hate clowns. And that's because of the movie It. And not the new version, the old version. A movie still creeps me out. So this story is called The Steel Bathtub. A few years ago, I moved into a new apartment. The rent was cheap and it was close to my workplace. It was just a small one-bedroom apartment with a kitchen and bathroom. The best part of it, instead of a shower, there was a beautiful steel bathtub. One night, I was sitting in the bathtub just washing my hair. My vision blurred by the shampoo, but out of the corner of my eye, I caught something strange. On the rim of the bathtub, I thought I saw two small white hands. I quickly splashed the water over my face, but when I opened my eyes, the hands were nowhere to be seen. I tried to convince myself that it was just an optical illusion. However, a few days later, I was sitting in the bath again. I was looking for the soap, and I happened to glance behind me. I saw them, two white hands at the end of the bathtub. When I looked again, a split second later, the hands were gone. It sent a chill down my spine. I was sure the pale hands that I had seen were those of a child. Not long after that, I had a day from work. I decided to organize my bedroom. I needed somewhere to put my suitcase. I opened the drawer to the bottom of the cabinet, and when I pulled the cardboard that had been laying on the top of the drawer, something fell out and landed on the floor. It was a photo of a young boy who appeared to be kindergarten age. I looked at his pale white hands in the picture, and it looked oddly familiar. It gave me the creeps. I threw it in the garbage can with the rest of the trash. That night I was laying in bed and I was watching, and I heard a noise from the bathroom. I took a look and found that the steel bathtub was filled to the brim with cold water. I bent down to pull the plug, but then I saw something reflect out of the bottom of the water. It was a shadow of someone standing behind me, a woman with long hair. All of a sudden, something grabbed a hold of me and pushed me into the cold water head first. I tried to fight, but it was too strong. I struggled to escape its icy grip, but it would not let me go. I could not breathe, and I could feel my lungs were about to burst. I was terrified that I was going to drown. Fighting into a panic, I kicked my legs, and there was nothing to kick behind me. I twisted my body and thrusted my hands out, trying to do what I could to lift myself out of the tub. With all my strength, I managed to pull my head out of the water, grasping for a breath. But I spun around. There was nobody there. The bedroom door was closed. I turned the handle, and that's when I felt something touch my leg. I looked down, and there was a hand gripping my ankle. I let out a scream out of the bathroom, and the apartment was completely empty. I rushed to the door and went to stay at a friend's house for the night. I was plagued with questions. Who lived there before you moved in? What happened there? I tried to ask the landlord, but he would not talk about it. I decided to move out and find another place to live. When I went back to the apartment to collect my stuff, I found a suitcase laying on the bedroom floor. It was already packed. Ooh, scary. It moved. Just checking to see if you heard us screaming. What moved? Ooh, that's nasty, Citizen Z. A haunted doll with a burnt face? Yikes. What do you mean, I'll behave? LOL. What had moved? Something moved? What the hell was that? Okay, guys. This photo thing that I have over here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try to show you. There's like a painting right here, and there was a tap from that painting, which was kind of creepy. So, oh. No, that was a total accident, guys. This is fun. Yeah. Glad you guys think this is fun. Yep. I get weird stuff that happens here all the time, you guys. Oh yeah, Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam got her HSFL t-shirt. You like the lights off? Awesome. Yeah, that would freak you out. Yeah, it freaks me out sometimes too, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it does freak me out. Are you sure it wasn't the washer on a spin? No, it was from this mirror. It was from this picture. It sounded like somebody tapped on the glass. Sorry for yawning. It sounded like a tap on the glass, like that. Hey, don't touch this dude. Unknowingly, he is the king. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy these scary stories. I really appreciate you coming by. Oh, yeah, sorry, no, it wasn't a t-shirt, it was a tote bag. My apologies. That's correct. Yeah, I got her a tote bag. Yeah, you're gonna have to take a picture of that with you in it, and I will post it on my Facebook and on Patreon. Yeah, if any of you guys buy merch from my merch store, I will definitely make sure I post it to my Patreon and to my Facebook fan page. Just used to wake up every night, footsteps coming up the stairs in my room and basement, brother. Ooh, yikes, Earth Angel. Alrighty, guys. If anybody's new here to the channel, let's see. Oh, let me get back to the chat. Nothing here. I've watched scary movies, but I love scary stuff. Awesome. Well, I'm just telling some scary ghost stories at nighttime. Oh, really? A picture? Yeah, I will. If you take a picture of you with the tote bag, I will make sure I post it onto Patreon and to Facebook. The tote in front of my face. You can do whatever kind of picture you want. If anybody's new here to my channel and has never been here before, and you would like to consider subscribing to my channel, I would really appreciate it. If not, that's cool too. Just make sure you smash that like button and share this out with your family and your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Alrighty, guys. So let's see here. So let's get to the next story, you guys. There it goes again. There was 2 taps. If that's you tapping in this house, can you move that meter to yellow? I'm trying to aim the EMF reader towards you guys. I wish I could bring it closer. Guess I could bring the computer a tad bit closer and I could bring it towards this way. Hey, Egyptian Gamer Geek, what's going on? Okay, no problem, Citizen Z. Oh, you're having a severe thunderstorm warning? What is your zip code, K-Dog McKee? I could read your weather report right now. If you give me your zip code, I could look up things. I know it's a friendly ghost. Don't touch this dude unknowingly. He's the king. This is the spirit of Janet, most likely, who died in this house, actually in this particular room, in between this room and the doorway. Ooh, I just got really lightheaded just now. That was weird. Or is this the spirit of Gwendolyn from the Omen House investigation? Are you still here? If so, can you make that meter move? The little girl who liked to play the piano? Or is this another type of spirit who's in my house? Dead silent. Casper, yeah. Are you a friendly spirit? If so, touch this meter here. Let me know you're here with me. What the fuck was that? Okay, you know what? I'm closing this door behind me now. I don't like that sound. It sounded like something was stepping towards me. That creeped me out a little bit. I don't often get creeped out in this house, but the footsteps is the thing that gets me. Did anybody else hear those footsteps coming in? 'Cause I sure as hell did. It sounded like this. And then it stopped. Yeah. You could... Proof there, John. Oh, well, I got it recorded, the sound, so... Yeah, that gave me the chills a little bit. Okay, back to the scary stories, guys. Okay, this one is called The Squiggle. When I was young, my parents lived in the house that had been built in the 1920s. One evening, my parents had gone out, but I was alone in the house. I was laying in bed trying to sleep. My bedroom door was open from my bed, all I could see was down the hall to the front door. I rolled over to get comfortable, and out of the corner of my eye, I noticed something at the end of the hallway. All these years later, it still gives me the goosebumps to think about this. It was a black, shadowy figure. It was vague I saw a black shadow figure. It was vague and indecent. It was the shape of a man, but it looked like black squiggles. Like somebody had squiggled into a human shape on a piece of paper, but the squiggles were moving like static or electricity or animation. That's the best way I can describe it. There was no sound. It was eerily silent. The squiggle man noticed me looking at him. He reached out and began beckoning towards me. I was so scared. I could not move. I couldn't even scream. All of a sudden, I just came rushing down the hall towards me. I was just frozen, petrified with fear. As soon as it reached the doorway into my bedroom, all of a sudden I slammed the door. All of a sudden the door slammed shut with a loud bang. I screamed and screamed for my parents. They weren't home. It was one of those moments in life where I was scared out of my mind and couldn't comprehend what I had seen. I opened my bedroom window and scrambled outside. I didn't go back into the house until my parents had gone home an hour later. I didn't believe in ghosts, and I still don't know if I believe in them now. But I saw something. I just don't know what it was. And that was based off of a true account. That was a pretty creepy story. If I saw that, I'd be pretty worried. Thank you for that, Earth Angel. Ooh, that's creepy, K-Dog. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Yeah, as long as it's not an incubus. Exactly. Yeah, it was great to see you. It was great to see you, the Egyptian Gamer Geek. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate your time and support, and I will definitely keep watching your content as well. You're one of the few gamers that I really actually enjoy watching. Yeah, it is awesome. Don't touch this dude unknowingly. He is the king. Are you new to this channel? If so, if you wouldn't mind, consider subscribing. That would mean a lot. Let's see here. Citizen Z, this apartment complex is extremely haunted. There's 120 apartments in this high rise. Let's see. It is very haunted and hard to get rid of any spirits to play. I don't know, but they. Wow, K-Dog, that's pretty crazy. Oh, you've been here before. Oh, okay, gotcha. I just don't remember seeing it, man. Sorry, I have a hard time of keeping track of everybody who's coming here, especially if you haven't been here like consistently. Sometimes I forget. So it's nothing I had out of rudeness that I've never seen you before, but I do appreciate your support. So thank you. Check the stats real quick. Oh, I swear I just saw an orb like fly right in front of my face. Yeah, it's not gonna tell me how many people are. Yeah, no problem, man. I always try to give everybody a warm welcome and appreciate everybody who comes by. Hey there, 8-Bit Reactor. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Something was messing around in my house earlier. Ooh. Yeah, nothing like living in a haunted house. It's pretty wild. Sorry, John. I feel like I'm ruining your stories. Oh, no. I just like to look at the chat and talk to my peeps for a while. And I also like to go in. So, guys, I'm only going to be live for about another hour here. I really do appreciate all of your time and consideration that you get. That was the bottle cap. That was not a ghost. Just letting you guys know. So it's weird that the K2 meter has been eerily quiet tonight. That is definitely strange. But Ghost Mafia and some others have heard some weird sounds like whistling and other stuff going on tonight, which is definitely peculiar. And I heard footsteps in that back room coming from behind me, and then it stopped. It sounded like this, and then it stopped. Somebody just thought that they heard a laugh or a cough. Are you sure it wasn't the bottle cap that I just tapped with my shoes? Is it drink time yet? Yeah, I know. 23 people watching, and it's going on 1 a.m. here in California, so that's pretty awesome. Don't speak so soon. Sometimes I wish this house wasn't haunted. I probably would actually sleep better. I know, it's been weird. You guys have been quiet on that meter tonight. Is it because I put the meter there instead of some where I usually put it? Huh. I got a haunted graveyard. I got to go to a haunted graveyard today, and suppose a banshee is in it. She should be good. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. in Australia. The footsteps will be at about an hour and 50 minutes into this video. Thank you for that, Earth Angel. I really appreciate you timestamping that. That's awesome. I heard something didn't make it though. Didn't make it out though. Huh. Interesting. I feel some kind of energy in here. I'm just not sure what it is. The spirits often like the scary stories, so usually they react with the meter here in the back. It's been very peculiar. 3 a.m. where you live. Oh wow. Where do you live, Don't Touch? Just wondering. I'm here in Central California. I'm not afraid to tell people where I live. Yeah, a lot of people have problems with that dang auto spell. Yeah, auto spell is a disease. I'm from the future, lol. Nice. Alright, let's get some more stories out, eh? So far, the stream has been running perfectly. Oh, you live in Wisconsin. Awesome. Wisconsin. I bet you guys had to deal with that cold snap. Okay, so the meter basically, I'll show you guys right here. When I get my phone close to the meter, it actually will pick up on the electromagnetic energy in this house. My phone just happens to have an electromagnetic field from the battery and some other stuff. So it'll pick up on electronics. But you have to be pretty close, because I'll put it right here and it doesn't sense it off. But if I put it right up to the phone, it'll start blinking. So it measures electromagnetic energy, mostly like batteries, computer chips. It's good for detecting faulty wiring inside of your walls. And it's really good on picking up ghost energy, actually, which is usually like ectoplasmic. Usually ghosts have like some kind of electromagnetic energy, and it'll pick up on that pretty good. As we found out at the Omen house. And the Green Hotel, and the Murder House. Biscuit and gravy time? Nice. Microwaves blow them up. Oh, good to know that. Okay. Thank you for letting me know I should never put it near a microwave. Interesting. Interesting. Earth Angel. 24 people watching. Cool. Okay, let's get back to the stories here. I did. My auto spelling is on strike. EMF is best baseline. Yeah. Is it twerk time? I don't know. I could check real quick. I'm probably not gonna twerk tonight, guys. I just wanna... How does the static talking box work? The static talking box. I've never heard. Are you talking about a spirit box? A spirit box scans for radio waves and spirits can use that to formulate words, if that makes sense. I got an email. What is this? Huh. Okay. The antidote to fatigue and weight gain. Okay, well. Yeah, I try to catch up on some of the 3 a.m. videos. She didn't say for you. Maybe she was going to. Oh, okay. Oh, you got yours near a microwave and it exploded? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it basically scans for radio waves. Spirits can use that to turn those radio sounds into words. And, yeah, you can definitely get some pretty crazy responses out of a spirit box. Apps I'm a little more skeptical about. The only time I've actually ever trusted an app was using Spiritus, and that was because there was just... We were at the San Miguel mission. It was the first time I used that Spirit app. It was about a $10 app. And I tried it, and we were next to a statue of Jesus at this old Spanish church, and all of a sudden it said Jesus prayer, and me and my buddies just looked at each other dumbfounded, and we're like, are you kidding me? Did it really just say that? It could not have been a coincidence. The spirits were picking up on that for sure, and that was actually the quietest place in that whole mission, because that mission is incredibly haunted. Saved myself from yawning right there, so I didn't get judged by Kim and the sharpshooter. Use Lady Susan Citizen and just spin it up right there. Yeah, I trust my Goosebumps for sure. The biggest thing I trust before any of my equipment is myself. I'm very, very susceptible to energy. And the energy and the emotions that come with it. let's look up another story, guys. This one is called Beach at Night. 4 years ago, after we finished our final exams, my friend and I decided to take a beach vacation to go chill out and relax. The four of us went all together. We packed all of our luggage and went out to our friend's car and set off for our trip. Our plans were to save money and by sleeping on the beach instead of wasting money on a hotel. We wanted to visit a new beach every night, and since we didn't know much about the beaches in the area, we started to ask the locals. One beach in particular caught our attention. The locals said it was always completely deserted. We wanted a quiet place, and we just wanted to spend the night there. By the time we found the beach, it was already after 7 p.m. We parked our car near the road and walked down towards the beach. It felt like we landed on a different planet. The sand was black, and the water was glittering in the moonlight. We put up a small fire in the sand and sat around, eating some snacks and drinking cans of soda. One of my friends had a flashlight. We decided to explore the beach. As we were walking along the water, we heard strange noises coming from the water. At first, we thought it must be some kind of animal, but as we listened, it seemed to be coming out of the water. One of our friends said he heard something calling his name. At that moment, I glanced over my shoulder and saw something that almost scared the life out of me. In the dim, I could barely make it out, but it seemed to be a woman's head floating above the surface. As I watched, her mouth opened and let out a yell. My friend quickly shore his torch at the spot, but before the light could reach her, she disappeared under the water. All we heard was a sound and waited for a long time, but she never re-emerged. We were so creeped out by this, we returned to the car and decided to go to sleep. My friend and I slept in the car, and the others slept on the beach beside the fire. About 1 a.m., we were awoken to the sound of one of our friends shouting and yelling. We ran down to the beach. He told me there was a black figure floating around the beach, and when he looked towards the water, a woman's head was peering at him. As soon as he started yelling, she disappeared. It really freaked him out, and the two friends who had been sleeping on the beach decided it'd be safer to spend the night in the car. What happened the next was the most frightening thing. At around 3 a.m., we were awoken to a loud scream and cries for help on the beach. We realized the three of us were in the car. One of our friends was missing. We raced down to the beach to find him, thrashing around the water, screaming in terror. We dived in and managed to get him before he drowned. He was numb and in shock. After a while, he calmed down to tell us what had happened. After he had woken up and needed to go to the toilet, he went down the beach and started to piss in the water. All of a sudden, he saw a woman's head floating above the surface, and before he had the chance to react, he felt something grab his legs and pull it into the water. He said that whatever it was very strong, and he was unable to break free of its grasp. And as he was drowning, he heard laughing. We were so freaked out by the story, immediately we went back into the car and drove to the nearest village. When we had got there, we had breakfast in the local hotel and asked some of the people in the village if they knew anything about the beach. They told us the beach was notorious for being haunted. Most of the people mysteriously disappeared or drowned into the waters. After all the strange things that we experienced, people stopped visiting the beach. And that's why it was deserted. They told us many years ago a girl had been walking around the beach and she was assaulted by an unknown attacker. Her abuser cut off her head while she was still alive. That happened 30 years ago. And ever since that terrible murder, everyone who has visited the beach has felt something pulling them into the water. Villagers who went fishing on the beach reported seeing a ghostly apparition of a woman's head floating above the surface of the water. Even today, the memories of this incident still sends shivers down the spine of me and my friends. I believe ghosts really do exist. Hey, Anita M. Wheeler, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Hey, Belinda Ostrom, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Nightbot. Oh, Nightbot is a automated system that posts your links for you in the chats. You can put in commands individually. It took me a while to set it up this way. Now it works perfectly. Sorry, yawning's contagious, I know. Did my meter just go off? Something's in here and it's draining my energy quick. As a vet walking through an asylum. Huh. I had James post your link in my live tonight. I hope that's okay. Oh, that's awesome, Belinda. Are you still live right now? Oh, I'm sorry that you were, sorry that I missed your stream. No. John Stalker is my alter ego. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm a little tired. Because I just came off of my full-time job and then came on and did this, guys. Like, I work a lot, guys. But I'm always happy here, and I'm always happy to see you guys. Oh, she ended her live stream. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's find the next story here. Let's see, Patreon. Just checking my Patreon, guys. 10 Patreons as of right now, so I really appreciate that. All of the patrons are linked in the description towards the bottom. Jeff Watson, Heidi, Katherine, Native Grammy Creators Alliance, Hermanthegreat, Chris the Ghost Hunter, the Sharpshooter, Jen's Journeys, Broken Angel, and we have Kim FITZGERALD Rock Fam are all of my patrons, and I could not imagine any working is good, making money. Yes, that is very true. I'm always happy to be able to afford to do a lot of the trips. Also helps to pay for my bills, which is always a good thing, to pay that off and get rid of the debt that I have. So that's always something I work hard towards, guys, is making sure that I have all my bills covered, all my debt is paid, and all of my stuff is funded. So I work really hard on making sure all that happens. Do we have a poll to keep Sharpshooter standing? I don't know how Sharpshooter does it half the time, guys. Sharpshooter's a machine. So, let's see. I know, I can't wait for the Queen Mary. The Queen Mary's gonna be freaking awesome. I cannot wait for that investigation, guys. That place is gonna be wicked. So, I'm going to pull up the next stories here. Just waiting for this. About a story about 8-foot Marines killed. Yeah, thank you for doing all that you do, Sharpshooter. You are a amazing person, bro. Thank you so much for everything you do, man. Angel. You know the Queen Mary ship is haunted, right? Yep, that's the whole reason I'm going. Tara, I hear you. Yeah, I do know that that ship is haunted, and that's actually why we're going. Is we're gonna try to do a full investigation there, pay the money so we can do the full tour and investigation, and try to stay on the ship as long as humanly possible to capture any evidence that we might be able to get. Who is the sharpshooter anyway? Seriously. Who isn't the sharpshooter? Alright, so let me find another story. See here. Looks like Kim. Wait, what? Let's see here. Oh, okay. It was just letting me know that somebody changed their pledge for... Well, thank you for the new... Whoa, did you just see that orb? That was kind of weird. I hope I can catch that on camera. Hold on, I'm trying to see the playback real quick. I want to see if I caught that. Huh. Bear. Anybody got canned peaches? No, but I love canned peaches. Dang it. There was something like... Which way is my camera facing? Yeah, it was like this. And it went straight up from here behind me and went straight up. That was crazy. Huh. I thought I caught on camera, but maybe it was just my eyes. Whoa. Kim just edited her pledge. Oh, okay. You're just changing your Patreon. Okay, gotcha. I didn't see it. I went back after you said that. Whoa, has anybody seen that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just my eyes playing tricks. Sometimes the lighting from this multi-spectrum kind of hurts my eyes, and so maybe that's affecting what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know. "26 people watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Alright. So let me find a few more stories here. Might have enough time for a few more, especially if they're short. Alright. Alright, this one is called The Pendulum. When my mother was young, my mother brought me to visit my grandmother in an old farmhouse where she had lived. At night, my mother would put me to bed in the upstairs room. She slept on the couch downstairs. Every night I woke in the darkness. I could hear odd scratching sounds in the attic. Oh, you wanted to pledge twice. You don't have to do that, Kim. What? How do you do that? What? I don't think you can pledge twice. Yeah. Huh. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. No. I don't think you can pledge twice under the same account for Patreon. Yeah. Alright. So let me get back here. Alright. When I was young, my mother brought me to visit my grandmother at an old farmhouse where she had lived. At night, my mother would put me to sleep in the upstairs room, while I slept on the couch downstairs. Oh, sorry, while she slept on the couch downstairs. Every night, I would awaken in the darkness to some odd scratching sound in the attic. It was very slow and sounded like it was moving back and forth, like a pendulum. Back and forth and back and forth, it swept across the ceiling. At first, I was starting to get scared, but after a while, I started to get used to it, and the slow, steady rhythm of the scratching would lull me into an uneasy sleep. A few years later, my grandmother passed, and my mother and I were cleaning out the house. We were in the attic moving some boxes, when I noticed in the middle of the floor that over the thick covering of dust that had collected over the years, there was visible scratches on the wood. Clenching, I called my mother over and told her how, as a child, I often heard scratching noises coming from the attic as I slept in the room below. My mom's face grew pale, and she gently took me by the shoulders in a trembling voice. She told me that her father had lost her job during the Depression and could barely afford to feed his family. He came across one night and hung himself in the attic with a horse bridle. Apparently, at that last moment, he regretted his decision and at the last moment, he regretted his decision, but he struggled to gain his footing, and his flailing boots scratched the wood floor where he had hung himself. Native Grammy, are you talking to me? Weren't you live earlier today? Yeah, you were live earlier today. I dropped a like. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I dropped a like earlier today. I just didn't have time to be in everybody's chat. Hey, Nero Trigger, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, okay, gotcha. Don't touch this dude unknowingly. Yeah, Native Grammy, I dropped by your stream earlier and I threw up a like. Let's see here. 60. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I don't have time to actually go into people's chats because often I'm working and I don't have time to. Oh my god. I only have eyes for one. Oh, Jesus. I have a scary story. When I was in the shower today, a spider came down from the ceiling and I booked it out of there. I hate spiders. I hear you. Is Patreon a monthly payment? I'm not sure how it works. Yeah, so Patreon, you pay monthly, and so I have 3 tiers. One starts at $1.99 a month. The next one starts at $4.99 a month, and the other one starts at $9.99 a month. And there's different levels with different things. Let's see here. So you can make a custom pledge too. So if you don't want to select a tier, you can make a custom pledge of a custom amount of however you feel comfortable with your finances. If you want to help support the channel and make a monthly contribution, you can make a custom pledge. That way, like, let's say you could afford a $2.99, you can make that a custom pledge. You are amazing. So pretty. Yep, I hope that answered your question. 24 people watching. Yeah, there's a few ways you guys can yeah, $9.99. Yeah, your $9.99 a month is $19.99 a month to me. Really? $9.99 here is $19.99 a month there? Wow. Did you just catch it on camera? What did I catch on camera? What, was my meter moving or something? Citizen Z? My meter was just moving? Or lighting up? You guys, the blinds directly above John's head. Holy shit, you guys. The blinds are somewhat open. Wait, what? No. No, the blinds have always been like that throughout this whole stream, guys. You're freaking me out now. Thanks. Oh, you checked the image and you didn't see an orb. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's an awesome group of people always here on this stream. Hey, Gen T, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Where is the monitor? My monitor is right here. Any difference? Oh, the difference between... You can see a figure, a head, and a torso. What? Are you sure it's not just the lighting hitting the back here? Are you talking about right here? This thing? Yeah. I don't know. I try to debunk things as much as I can. So weird this meter's been so quiet. No? Maybe that's a good thing. Man, I'm like zapped out of energy, guys. Just trying to see who else might be on tonight. Doesn't look like I see too many people live right now. The cord to the blind is moving. Oh yeah, it is. That shouldn't be happening. And has that other one been posted on the edge of that the whole night? Yeah, it has. Okay. Oh, ever pulled up your feet from the side of the bed because you get creeped out what's under? I just had that feeling. I've never had it before. Ooh. Yeah, don't look under your bed. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to do one more story and then I'm going to head off for the night, guys. I'm getting pretty tired. It's been a pretty epic stream so far, though. Okay. This one's called The Doll Trunk. It's about a real story about two girls who had a terrifying experience. A few years ago, my aunt and my cousin Lisa moved to a new house. When they were moving in, the house was empty except for an old trunk, and when they opened it, they found it was full of dolls. Lisa really liked dolls, so she decided to keep them. All the furniture was moved into the house, and after they got settled in, some weird things started to happen. It seemed as soon as the trunk of dolls would move around the house night after night, all on its own. One day, the trunk would be in Lisa's room. The next day... Why did my email just pop up? I didn't push my email on. What the hell? That was strange. Okay. After all of the furniture moved into the house and things got settled in, some weird things started to happen. It seemed like the trunk full of dolls would move around from room to room all on its own. One day the trunk would be in Lisa's room, the next it would be up in the attic. At first they didn't really notice what was happening, but Lisa assumed that her mom was moving it around and her mom thought Lisa had been moving it. One night, Lisa invited me for a sleepover. My aunt went out on a date with her new boyfriend and we were left home alone. It was about 2 a.m. and when we heard a loud crash, it sounded like it came from upstairs. We raced to investigate and found the trunk was sitting in the hallway. All of a sudden, it flew past us, tumbling down the stairs. We got so scared we ran up the aunt's room and locked the door behind us. We stayed there for an hour, but we didn't hear anything else. We assumed it was safe to come out, and when we opened the door, we saw something that truly freaked us out. All the dolls were standing outside of the door in a line on the bedroom door. When we finally calmed down, I decided that somebody must be playing a trick on us. Lisa stayed in the bedroom. I went downstairs to take a look. I came up to the stairs and saw not one of the dolls. Sorry. I came to the bottom of the stairs. I saw two more dolls walking across the living room. They were just moving by themselves. I nearly had a heart attack. I raced up the stairs, but then I came to the hallway and saw the dolls were gone. I went to my aunt's bedroom and found Lisa sitting up on the floor, surrounded by dolls. She was in hysterics. I managed to calm her down, and she told me that while she was waiting for me to come back, the door suddenly swung open, and something started throwing dolls at her. 20 minutes later, Lisa's mom came home and told her what had happened, and she believed us. Lisa and I went to sleep. Early next morning, before we woke up, my aunt took all of the dolls into the backyard and burned them. After that, nothing weird happened after that. I might tell one more story after this. That was pretty short. Yeah, ghost mail, exactly. Oh, gotcha. I just looked at my recommended videos, and there was one of Chris Watts. Go figure. Wow, that's such a coincidence. I was just talking about that crazy asshole. So weird. It's probably Google listening to me while I'm speaking. Excuse me, I just burped. Ugh. Yeah, so guys, big announcement on Saturday, guys. I might be getting Kelsey Davies to go live with me on Saturday to talk about her channel and her paranormal experiences, and that includes the Omen House as well. So that's going to be really, really cool, you guys. You're not going to want to miss out on Saturday if I could get her on. I'm still trying to figure out a time of when that's going to happen, but she is going to be hanging out with Omar very, very soon. And when she does that, she said she's going to shout me, Murad, Presence of the Unknown, and all that to Omar. And she's going to say it on his video, hopefully. I don't know that for sure, but that's what she had told some other people. So we're really, really hoping that's true. Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a really epic interview, guys. She's a big channel. So that's going to be super duper awesome. Yeah, no, she's hanging out with Omar like in a week or two, and she said she was gonna try to get him to shout us out. I've been on Omar Gosh's Skype before. I've talked to Omar personally. He's really, really cool. He's a good dude. I really like Omar, and he's going to be hanging out with Kelsey Davies. Do your work. Yeah, Kelsey Davies is gonna be awesome. And she's gonna meet up with Omar and I think James the Fam. Pray for Chelsea. She's at the big doctor's appointment today. What's going on with Chelsea? Yeah, Omar is good people. He's a good guy. Citizen Z, what happened with Chelsea? So yeah, it's going to be really exciting, guys. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming up. And Kelsey actually might be planning on coming up here to investigate the Adelaide Cemetery with us. Their paranormal is bullshit. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, just like I'm entitled to how I feel about Omar, and I like him as a person. I like him as a personality rather than the actual content. And, you know, everybody's entitled to what they want, but I've talked to Omar. I know he's a good dude. He's helped people. He's helped homeless people, fed them, clothed them, and helped wash their feet. Nobody else I've seen on YouTube will do that to help the homeless. James the Fam is cool. I'm actually a sponsor, or I was a sponsor for a long time of James the Fam. And, yeah, I mean, they do some stuff in their videos that can be totally debunked, but that's not why I watch them. I watch them because it's entertaining. They're entertainers. That's why I watch Omar and James. A lot of their paranormal stuff is real. And I've talked to Omar personally about some of his paranormal experiences on his channel. I'd love to get him on here to do an interview. That would be epic. Yeah, the fam is blind. Yeah. Alright, you guys. One more story and then I'm going to bed, I promise. Alright, this one is called Bite Marks. This one is an urban legend. May 1951, a strange incident had taken place in the city of Manila in the Philippines. One night, a police officer was on patrol and he came across an 18-year-old girl stumbling through the back streets. He was clothed in a flimsy dress and seemed to be talking to himself. He overheard her say something. "Help me. Help me. Something's biting me." The police suspected that she was high on drugs and suffering from hallucinations. So he arrested her and brought her back to the police station. However, when he had took the handcuffs off, he tried to take her fingerprints. The girl suddenly started screaming, "He's here! He's here! Help me! He's chasing me!" he cried before she collapsed on the floor. The policeman bent down to pick her up and saw that something that horrified him. Right before his very eyes, fresh bite marks began to appear on the girl's shoulder and arms. The wounds were so deep that they started to bleed. The police officer could not believe what he was seeing and immediately contacted the chief of police. His boss was furious about being disturbed in the middle of the night. He got out of bed, came to the station to see what was wrong. At first, he thought the girl must have had made the marks himself. But when he examined her more closely, he realized the bite marks were in places that she shouldn't be able to reach. "You can't chew on your own back," he muttered, scratching his head. They decided to keep the girl in the police station overnight and locked her in the cell. During the night, the police officer was on task of watching over her, making sure she didn't hurt herself while in police custody. At dawn arrived, the girl was sleeping peacefully. The policeman decided to take a break for a cup of coffee. And when he was pouring himself a cup, he heard the girl screaming again, "He's back! He's back!" Her cries were blood-curdling, and the officer was so surprised he dropped his cup of coffee. The coffee cup smashed on the floor and struggled to find the keys in his pocket. He listened to the terrifying shrieks coming from all directions of the cells. He was sure that the girl was in fear of her life. By the time the police officer managed to unblock the cells, the screaming had stopped, and he found the girl lying on the floor in a pool of her own blood. Her throat had been ripped out and the bite marks were all over her back. The police officer came and arrived with the coroner, and both men examined the girl's corpse. Neither of them could explain how she was murdered locked in her empty cell. Every policeman in the station was trembling with fear. According to the legend, the police covered it up as a strange incident, and the girl's death was was listed as a suicide. However, details of the case were recorded by Manila police in a special report, top secret classified casebook, under the heading Unsolved Mystery Number 108, The Bite Marks. Alright guys, that was the last story. I hope you enjoyed it. You can chew on your own back? Oh my gosh. Yes, to me. Marie Paranormal. John gets off. I'm going to bed as well. But not yet though. Oh, okay. Yes, the fam is blind. Yes. He has some kind of glaucoma from what I remember. 'Cause 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 Yeah, James has had a tough life, guys. He's a good dude. He gave me a shout out today, actually, during his stream. He's all, oh, hey, HSFL Paranormal. I didn't even make a donation or nothing. I was like, whoa, that's cool. He made a big shout out towards me. That was sweet. Yeah, I know. He lost his wallet, nearly ran over. Then a guy was hiding in the grass waiting for him. Really? A guy was in the grass waiting for him? I know he has a stalker, right? Or something like that. Yeah, James. Yeah, he did me straight after. Yeah. Yeah, I think the fam has like a stalker situation. He seems like a really good dude. Oh yeah, I forget you're one of his mods. That's pretty awesome. See, I'm a mod on Patty from the G teams and Lou Rock. I wish I was a mod on Omar and James, but maybe one day. James, if you're watching this, much love, brother. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head to bed. It's pretty late. So, much love and light, you guys. And remember to always keep it spooky, my friends. Cheers. And I hope everybody enjoyed this stream. If you have not yet, please make sure you smash that like button and share this video out. I really appreciate it, guys. Take care and have a good night.